So at the foundation, we sometimes run special events or we run other programs where we need to be paying individual artists, but we don't do it frequently. So there's often a question on our staff is, are we paying artists for the work that they're doing, or are we paying what we allotted in a budget for an event? So for us, it's really important to reach out to artist collectives, local community folks, other arts organizations, and find out what they've paid other artists, and see, and we don't just call one group, we call multiple groups to make sure that we're not basing our decisions off of just one other conversation. And we reach out and make sure that what we in turn will then offer to an artist for a commission is an appropriate, fair, equitable wage. So there's a program based in New York called Wage, and they work really well with the visual arts community around what an appropriate, sustainable salary would be for various types of commissioned work. One example in the past that we did a large event and we commissioned a mural for that event that only lived for the 6 hours of the event. So it required a lot of interesting logistics from that artist, but once we commissioned them, we also worked closely with them throughout so that as they were selecting the canvas pieces that we needed, as they were determining delivery prices or things that we added to their commission, that we really made sure that the money in the end that that artist was taking away from the work covered their work as an artist and didn't slowly get bitten piece eaten away by delivery costs and extra paint because we needed a few more canvases than we originally thought. So all the little bits and pieces that come together when you create a partnership and you have a connection with that artist. It's not just, okay, great, here's what I want, I'll see you in 6 months, and here's all I'm paying for it. So for us as a foundation, it's really important to live our mission, live with the fact that we support artists, and it's important that we're also ourselves supporting them in a way that doesn't take for granted that they have a lot of additional costs beyond painting and using their talents for the purpose. And it's really easy to slip into the, well, here's what we've done in the past, or here's how much we did budget for it. But that's the challenge. It's a challenge to keep pushing forward to say, are we making sure that artists have what they need? And are we open and available to them as things come up? And I don't think if I didn't reach out to the artists that had delivery fees beyond what they expected, they would have said anything. They would have just eaten that and then had less income in the end of the project. So it's a lot as a funder, as an organization or anyone in the field that has that kind of power, we have to make sure that we're talking to artists and saying, hey, this is a partnership. This is a conversation we can have. And when push comes to shove, there often is a little more money in the budget to find to make sure that that artist, in the end, what they take home with their income and they put in the bank is whole. And it's not the little bits and pieces of what's left over in the end.